All right, y'all. If you think losing 25 pounds or getting to your weight goals is going to be just 90, 180, 360 days of just perfection with no mistakes, you're going to be disappointed. Because I made just about every single mistake you can make on a diet, and I still lost 25 pounds. So I started at about 225 pounds. I'm now at 198 pounds. Did this over the span of 3 months. And while I'm not at my goal yet, probably not even halfway there, I'm definitely making good progress. And I've made every single mistake you could possibly make. And for example, I would overeat at weddings, right? I had a couple weddings or some big events, ate like crazy, ate like a pig. And really just completely went off my diet plan for that day. But what I did was I still tracked it, so I knew how much I was eating. At least I estimated it. Didn't pretend like it doesn't exist. I didn't allow it to defer me from my diet. Because at the end of the day, y'all can't be scared to go into a calorie deficit. Y'all can't be scared to change your lifestyle because you think that you can never do anything again. People think that once they decide, all right, I'm eating chicken, broccoli, and rice, that's it. Not eating any other food ever again. I'm not going to go to any events. No. That's not a reason to avoid a diet because it's all or nothing. It's never all or nothing. So I went. I had the food. I ate it. I was just mindful of it. And so I tracked it, made sure I knew what I was eating, And then the biggest thing with this is I didn't let that bleed into the next day. Just got right back on track the next day. And so I went to events. I made sure that it didn't affect or didn't completely blow my weekly calories out of the water. But I went to events. I had birthdays. I had multiple weddings, and a few nights out with the family, So I did that. I also missed a few morning cardio sessions. Can't lie to you. So I've had scheduled cardio sessions that I've missed for whatever reason, whether it's I didn't get enough sleep, decided not to go in the morning. And while I stayed as consistent as I possibly could, I missed some of those days. Yeah. And guess what? I didn't let that affect me. I just made it up the next day or just did my next scheduled workout. Because at the end of the day, missing a day isn't a death sentence to your calorie deficit. It's really not, I used to think that if I missed one day of cardio, I'm falling off. If I mess up once, oh yeah, fell off the wagon. Let me just reset and restart the next week. No, just delete it from my mind, move on, make a note of it, be better. That's it. We're all human at the end of the day. The only thing we can do is get better. And so I've had high calorie days where, let's say we're going out to a restaurant or I've only done this once, this crazy all you can eat buffet where I just go crazy and just indulge. Still tracked it. Probably had over 3,000 calories that day, around 3,500. Yeah, crazy bowl, crazy it's a deficit breaker for that day, of course. What did it do? Put me in a maintenance for that week. Okay, I had a maintenance week. Didn't ruin my deficit. Life moves on. Just that alone doesn't mean that now I'm no longer the leanest version of myself. It happens. I did that. Instead of pretending like it didn't happen, estimate the calories. I still tracked what I could. Well, I still tracked everything. And then I just overestimate it so that I know for sure that I tracked it. I didn't go crazy on like sugary drinks and stuff just so I could make sure I keep myself under a certain level, but it's not the end of the world, guys. I did that. Miss my protein goal sometimes. that was a big one. So I'd miss sometimes, every once in a while I'd have a day where I'm below 140 grams of protein. My goal is to get to 160 every single day, at least. But it didn't matter that I missed my protein goal, because guess what? My weekly average was still around 160. You see how these little things don't matter as much? It doesn't have as much weight as people put on them unless you give it weight. You have to give it power. I've had days where I wanted to quit, just completely was done with it, sick of it. Early on in my cut, when I really just wasn't seeing results, I had days where I was like, what the heck? I'm doing everything. I just want to quit, man. I'm done. I'm working so hard, trying so hard, and I'm not getting the result. What's going on? Completely normal. Guess what I did? Went back to the drawing board. I looked at my average calories per week, every single week for that time frame. And what did I find? Oh, wow. Doing the math here, maybe I was in a 200 calorie deficit, maybe 1 to 200 calorie deficit. And calorie tracking isn't perfect. So if I'm off by 10%, I'm at maintenance. Oh, that makes sense. I need to drop my calories. It's a math equation, guys. So I didn't, just because I wasn't seeing results and a month went by and I just wasn't losing weight as fast as I wanted to, I didn't quit because of that. It's a math equation. You go back to the drawing board. What did you not track? Or how low are your calories? Are they low enough? I looked at my steps. Oh, I realized I started a new job, working from home. What does that mean? I'm not walking around as much. I'm sitting at my desk all day. So I needed to implement some walks so I could get my step count up. Aside from my cardio, just regular walks, just to get my body moving. There's always a reason. So I did that. I was also just really hungry some days. There were days where, wow, my deficit it doesn't feel like this is sustainable. I'm hungry. I didn't cry about it. I just accepted that it wasn't going to be easy. And there are days where you're going to be hungry. What did I do? Go to sleep. Have breakfast in the morning. I had times where I would just go to Wawa and get the big thing of diet soda and just chug that because it fills up my stomach. And then I just go to sleep. You're going to be hungry, guys. It's normal. You're going to get hungry sometimes. Most days, I feel like my diet is really satiating and I'm not hungry as long as I space my calories out and I have a good meal at the end of the evening. But some nights, I'm just hungry. It is what it is. It's normal. I have a bowl of Greek yogurt. If I saved the extra 100 calories for the end of the night, have a big bowl of Greek yogurt, put some fruit in there to put something in my stomach before bed. There's a lot of ways to combat this type of stuff, but yeah, I was super hungry some days. And so, long story short, to really kind of tie this up, it comes down to the fact that in reality, the reason why this cut works and the reason why I'm seeing progress every single week is not because I've been perfect. I've still been making a ton of mistakes. Okay? I'm currently at I would estimate about 23% body fat. So I'm not by all means near my goal yet. I'm getting to 10%. But from 32% is a pretty good drop, right? And the reason why I've been able to make this progress is because I stopped allowing these mistakes to affect me. I'm not restarting like I used to. I used to, every time something went wrong, all right, I'll start again next Monday, start again next year, next week, next month. This week is a wash. Let's just start again next. The time is going to pass anyway. You might as well get closer to your goal. I stopped changing my plans. I stopped trying to switch to intermittent fasting or keto or whatever because I wasn't getting the result right away. Stick to one plan that's going to work for you, that's sustainable. I stopped letting one high calorie day extend into a binge weekend where I get so addicted to the dopamine of the food. So I'm just, oh, well, I went all you can eat today. Oh man, that food is really good. Oh, let me try this tomorrow. Let me try this on Sunday. Boom, 10,000 calories in one weekend. That's what throws off your whole diet. That's what throws off your deficit. Not one meal. So I stopped deciding that I'm just gonna quit because life's getting too busy. Life's always busy. If you got a girl, she's always gonna want to go out on dates. If you have work going on that's stressful, it's always gonna be something going on. You got a family thing, a family event, you got a family death, family something, it's always gonna have something going on. God is gonna put you through challenges no matter what. So there's never gonna be a good time to start. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time to start is today. And so no matter what's going on, there's a couple things you need to figure out. One, what's my goal? Some people want to stay fat. That's a lie. Nobody wants to stay fat. And you know deep in your heart that you don't want to be fat. When you look down and you see that gut, you know you don't like it. So imagine a world where you look in the mirror and you love the way that you look. Once you get that goal, figure out how much calories you're eating right now on a daily basis and just reduce it by 500 to 700. Okay? Focus on high protein foods. Focus on satiating whole foods. And just make an attempt. Do something. Because right now, the time is going to pass anyway, y'all. We already passed the midway point of 2026. 2027 is around the corner. So when 2027 comes, do you want to be the guy that is just now starting, new year, new me? Or do you want to be the guy that's 6-7 months deep into his cut and he's already starting to look lean, and now you're just ready for that next level to elevate above the competition? Who do you want to be 6 months from now? Because the 6 months are going to come. So y'all just got to figure out what y'all want, man. That's all I got for y'all today. Lock in.